So it looks like I'm going to be ending my videos of the HCM PRO Season 1 Gundams on a low point, because we're looking at the Gundam Exia. And it's been I've had these boxes for several years now, because I got them around when they came out. I think they came out in 2007, and I didn't get them immediately, but I got them after Hobbyland Japan had a sale, and that was back when they did free shipping as well. Does that ever happen now? So I know that's when I got them all from Hobbyland Japan. And it looks good from a distance. It looks good, most of it, but we're just gonna go right into the worst part: the head, the V-fin. That's the rubber V-fin. That is apparently what can happen after some time, because once again, it was on a shelf for a while, but it's been boxed for several years, and that V-fin is looking awful. Thankfully, you get the plastic version, which I usually don't use because I like to keep the rubber on, but this case I might have to change it up, because that looks really bad. The only one that looks like that out of the four. I don't really know what happened. And other than that, it's okay aside from the beam sabers. Friggin' beam sabers. They keep falling off. This one stays fine. All the other ones fall off every time I touch it. And thankfully, these move on the back, but they don't go out. So they do half of it, which is good, considering these are all 1/200 scale. Having an extra hinge to move out might be asking too much. Maybe they could do it now, but back in the day, I can see why they didn't do it. And its poseability is not really that good either. I mean, the arms, I like the shoulder, because the ribbon here, connecting the shoulder to it, it moves so easily going out. But everything else is a little loose, and this arm here just sucks. It will not stay on. It looks like it's supposed to kind of click into place. It doesn't. At least it still has a rest hinge. And the legs, and also waist. I don't know if it's supposed to have a waist. It will not. It's never rotated. I don't break it. The legs are limited too. This is what happens. It just springs forward, even though those skirts aren't that big. It just doesn't do much. They kept the knees basically the master grade, the high grade, so it's good. Great, actually. And the ankles are okay. And why they decided to make this back piece posable when you could have done something else instead of having this a separate piece, I don't know. I do like the little toe. It does toe very nicely. And it's tight. The lower half's pretty tight. The top half, not so much. And the fact you can pull these out is so that you can have it look like it's being used when you use one of the beam sabers. So you got an ignited dagger and saber in that fluorescent pink. Although I don't understand why this end is not painted, or I should say, it is painted white, because I'm assuming the whole thing is clear, completely clear. So why do they paint to there? That's a little past the hilt. That's not very good. And it's funny, I think I mentioned in the Dynamis review I was missing the sabers. Well, I found them. They were in the box of Exias, because I initially put these in the hand and I'm like, well, why are they so small? Why does it go into the beam itself? That's because these are Exias, so I don't know why these are so thin. I don't know. I think they're Dynamis. Maybe I just messed up with someone else. I really don't know. One thing that's also weird, the open hands are actually on a rubbery, more polycap-esque plate, which seems odd because now it doesn't have the extra wrist articulation like these do. Just weird. I was never going to use them, because you want to have them holding the accessories, like the long and short swords, which look nice. They're all painted. That stupid arm. And you can mount them on the hips, like you're supposed to, but you have to use extra pieces. So you just have to pop out the front of the thigh, and then you can put the one that has the popped out mounting point, which I can see, once again, very small scale. So having an arm, having an entire system here to pop out, even the master grade sucks at it, and the real grade, they did a better job. But those pegs I have in there are very easy to break, which I have done. But when it fell off I think my Accessory F-type fell off the shelf, and it broke a peg, so that's annoying. But you can do that with both. It just a little annoying. You gotta have these extra pieces. But if you just want to have the daggers all the time, I guess it doesn't matter. Just Stupid arm. Stupid arm. And of course we have the shield, which is also a little weird because they give you an added tab on the top, which just kind of looks out of place. I understand what they did though. So first off, you can peg it in normally, so it's at the side. But the peg is mint. Oh, well, that arm doesn't usually pop off. Oh well. But this peg is meant to have it over the arm, which is that necessary when the stupid beam saber? Is that necessary when it can just rotate the arm? Like, do you need the extra peg there? I don't really think so. It just seems kind of necessary. And finally, the main weapon is the Gian sword, which is painted nicely with the silver. It functions like it should. It even has the movable handle here with the part here that can move from the beam saber, so you can get the hand into the handle. Which I never realized that you could actually have the Gian sword like sticking up like a sword, because obviously Exia always has it facing forward, but you could have it up like this, so it's a normal sword. I didn't really notice it until, even though it can do it, the F91 versus Amazing Exia in Build Fighters. Because it might have done it a couple times in the original 00 series, I just don't remember. Beam sabers go away. And that's what you get in the main version, but I got the special pack, which comes with the action base, which I never used. But it has, I think, enough pegs and stands to have 4 mobile suits, I think 4, so you could have all 4 of the main cast on the stand. You can have whatever cast you like, whatever mobile suit you want, but that's like the main thing you probably use it for. I'm just very happy with this kit. I was gonna say figure. Maybe it's just mine, but the fact that, I mean, over time, I can't really blame the VFin getting crappy. It wasn't like that out of the box originally. I'm assuming it's just over time. So they do give you a spare one. The beam sabers falling out is just annoying. I don't know if it's just mine. And this arm is, that one just came out one time, but this one always comes out. And the loose joints, the weird, like, for questionable things they did with like the rubbery hands, the extra peg on the shield, and once again only having one pair of the beam saber effects that I found in the box. I don't think there's any more. Just kind of strange. But now that I think about it, I don't have to end this here. I do have one other HCM Pro. I just gotta find out where it is.